give you a quick clip where I am, guys. I'm at my usual spot, you know, my spot down by the river, just round the corner from my house and there out the window. You can see we've got a lovely view out there. Pockeroony. So just open the door to show you. Oh, here we go, outside. Oh, it is nice today. Not too cold today either, it's lovely. To the bridge there. And the other way up there, we've got the weir. Up that way, guys. Come back inside. Put the wood in the hole. Just sat here in my van, having my lunch as usual. I've got the telly rocking and rolling. What we got in the workshop. Nice programme, a lovely programme. I've got my usual there, Greg's sausage roll and a donut and a nice cup of cappuccino. And up that end there, guys, we've got the weir. Don't know whether I can zoom in on that. Can I do that on this camera? Yeah, I can. There we go, we've got the weir up there, just outside the front window. All looking lovely, bit juddery with that zoom on. There you go, guys. Right, let's get back to my fizzog. Well, that's a bit bloody dark. How are we doing? Is that good? Are we good? We happy with that? We'll have to buy. I haven't got my lights on, I think. I've got nothing plugged in. I've got one of my heaters on there. Can't be bothered to put the diesel heater on. I've just popped out the van to do this quick video. I've just come back from down by the river. You know, I was down the river having me lunch. Lovely jubbly down my usual spot. It was lovely today. Quite mild today, to be honest. How are we all doing anyway? We all good? We all had a good day today? I hope so. Yeah, it's been quite mild today. It's been really lovely, but I think it's going to go bloody cold again. But hey ho. Anyway, the reason why I'm back, I was going to do a video down by the river, but I forgot the questions. This is the 8-question challenge. The collaboration which is going through one or two vanners now, caravanners and whatever, which is nice. It's always nice to be involved with these. When I went out and had my Greg's, my sausage roll and my donut and my cup of cappuccino. So I'm back home now, so I'll have to do it outside my house, just out by my flat here. Got a nice cup of tea, kettle's our mother. Hope you're all good, hope you all had a lovely day. I know there's a few of you starting to make plans now. There's a few off and going very, very soon, so have a bloody grand time and enjoy. We've all really got to learn to enjoy what we've got. You know, if anything, this last year should teach us something that we need to live our lives. We need to live our lives to the full, grab every single moment we can, we really do. So hopefully this will make people a lot more pleasant, a lot more amicable, a lot more friendly, a lot more forgiving. Is that too much to hope for? I don't know. Maybe, but you can always hope, can't you? Right, 8-question challenge. This one's been going around for some time. I'll put a link to everyone that I mentioned on the video down below. Right, let's get down to the what the video's all about. Thanks, Dave and Carol. How you doing from Caravantastic? They're the ones that nominated me to do this tonight. So go and check out their 8-question challenge. Mark, sorry, Carol, lovely couple. Go and check them out. All live links down below, guys. Go and show them a little bit of love and a little bit of support and give them a sub if you like what they're doing. You know, it's not all about sub for sub. Go and check them out. Make a comment if you like what you see. Give them a sub and join in with the comments and the sharing and all the good stuff we like to see in the van life community, which is bloody lovely. And it's quite nice now, so it's been a lovely day today. So I've got the 8 questions here. I will be reading through these as I'm going through them, guys. Show a lovely jubbly. Now it's because I've not been actually out in my van as such. You know, I've not stayed. I'm not in my first night yet. I've not cooked anything or done anything or slept in it or done none of that. I've had Christine for 8 months building it, and we've still not been nowhere with COVID and the engine blowing up. It's delayed everything and everything's gone pear-shaped for one reason or another. But come the 12th, in a week's time, I'll be able to do some sea trials. Can't even speak. Some sea trials in there, get all the systems tested. I will be going to my local coast and doing all those tests, which I'm really looking forward to, until the day that I draw my pension, which is June the 19th, which is my birthday. Bloody hell, pensioner. When I draw my pension, and when the day that I draw my pension, I'll be bloody off, Charlie. You won't see me for dust. I'll be giving up this flat next door and I'll be off. Fingers crossed if the plans go like that. But until then, I will be doing, you know, a week away, a weekend away, 4 days away, all on my local coast down here, Suffolk, Norfolk coast, all down here. I'll be doing various trips, testing Christine out, until we get out there full time. So I've not actually been living in the van. A lot of these questions are related to that kind of thing, in a caravan or a van, living in it, and what you do and whatever. I'll go through the questions in a minute. I will put a list of the questions down below, and also at the end of the video I'll be nominated. I'll nominate 4 people. 4 people I'll nominate for this 8 question challenge. Alright, so we'll get through this. Let's have a quick suck on my vape. I hope you're all good, guys. I hope you all had a lovely day. So it's going to be a bit awkward answering some of these questions, but you know, I'm a prepper anyway with my other channel. Before this one, I was a prepper, wild camper, you know, bushcraft and all that. So I've been outside, and also with Christone we used to we had caravan sites down at Casing Land, where we used to go about 3 or 4 times a year to this particular site, and we loved it. So you know, I have been in a caravan, plus in my childhood as well, so I can answer most of the questions. Anyway, Stephen, stop rambling. Let's say there are 8 questions. Hopefully we'll get through these. I think they were supposed to be quick fire. I don't do quick fire videos. You know the length of my videos, guys. I ramble on for bleeding England. I can't keep it shut. I really can't. So if you're going to expect a quick fire one, you're going to be disappointed. But anyway, I'll go as quick as I can without shaking the camera. I look a bit spooky, don't know, with those red lights. I've got quite a big sticker, Wall of Fame sticker, shout outs to do soon. I've got quite a few come through, so keep those stickers coming through. Lovely jubbly. Right, where are we? Let's start at number 1. Number 1, what's your favourite playlist? You know, anything in the last 10, 20 years, I don't know what's going on, but go back to the 70s and 80s, love it, absolutely love it. I've got no actual genre as such. You know, I like classical music, I like Celtic music, I like Irish music, I like Spanish and Italian and French. I like all sorts of music. Favourites, Eva Cassidy. Oh, Eva Cassidy, she was absolutely gorgeous. Sad girl. She had a sad end to her life, and she became famous when she died, sadly. But check out Eva Cassidy, absolutely lovely. Obviously David Bowie and all the legends. I used to Barry White. When I was bloody 17, 16, I think I had every single one of Barry White's albums. Then later on I moved on to Neil Diamond as well. Love Neil Diamond, Status Quo, all those, Alvin Stardust, loads of artists, all back in the 70s and 80s. That's when music was bloody brilliant. I do like the modern music today. It's not too bad, but as a playlist as such, I haven't really got one. I like anything, any genre, and I actually love, rather than listening to music on a radio or a device, I love live music. Now, whether it's a busker on the street, or whether it's a pub, back room of a pub, or whether it's a concert or everything. I've been to loads of Neil Diamond concerts. I went to his very last tour, that he ever did, and that was over in Birmingham, which was lovely. But yeah, love Neil Diamond, Johnny Cash and all that. Love all the old ones like that. Anyway, so I've got a playlist as such, but bit of everything, like a box of all sorts, I think, with my music. All right, where are we? Let's go on to question 2. Where are we? Question 2. The best thing you take on holiday in your van. Now, that's tough, that is, because there's quite a few things you take, ain't there? You wouldn't go without. There's dozens of things you wouldn't go without. But I think the most important thing to me is one thing I always double check before I go anywhere, whether I'm going in my tent, wild camping, whether I'm going into a caravan, whether I'm going abroad or in my RV. My cameras. You've got to, and decent cameras as well, nothing too expensive, you know, not top of the range stuff, but you know, the best you can get for what you can afford. And making sure all your batteries are charged, you've got your chargers. That's the first thing I check before I go anywhere. I've got to have even if I go for a walk down the road, down to the shop or around the lake, I've got to have at least 2 cameras. Obviously you've got this one on you all the time, your phone, but I've always got another camera in my pocket as well, just in case you see something, because I used to be a photographer. I'll talk about that later, not full time, but I used to do it semi kind of professional kind of way. But cameras I think are vital, because it's lovely having those memories, especially when I'm on my own now. You know, when I'm with Christian, you share them, and that's not too bad because you've got someone to share them with. And that's what I'm going to find tough when I go to van life full time and seeing all the beautiful scenery that I'm going to see. That's going to be hard for me to take, knowing that Christine can't see it with her eyes, what I'm seeing. She can't feel the sun on her face like I can, feel the draft or the winds or the breezes coming off the locks like I can. That's going to be a tough cookie to take, that is. That really is. But hopefully I'll get through that. But cameras, yeah, they're really important, especially on your own. You're making memories. You know, I'm getting old now, memories fade, so you need those cameras. And even with all my YouTube that I've done over the years with my other channel, it's really lovely to go back 5-6 years from my other channel. It's all about logging your life as such, isn't it? Okay, you do it in the public eye, which it's lovely to be in the public eye. It's lovely to have your support, it really is. But it's logging your history, and I think that's important. You know, if you're going to go to the beautiful Scotland or wherever, or abroad to the Italian Alps or anything like that, you've got to take a decent camera with you. You want those memories laid down, don't you, to see forever. Because the old grey matter gets a bit greyer as the life goes on. Right, where are we? Question 3. Favourite food in your awning? Oh, there's loads and there's loads, but there's one thing that I absolutely look forward to, and it's not the same having it in your house, having it in the flat or whatever. It is not the same, and that's a full English breakfast. The smell of bacon and the cooking in the van or the caravan or in the awning, you just can't beat a full English breakfast. When I go, when I take the kids, because they used to come over to Norfolk every year, because we used to go away as well, but they used to come over here Easter time or something, and we used to go down in the caravan where I used to go with Christine, and the caravan sat down there, and it was always my duty every single morning, Dad, Grandad, make the breakfast. Full English, and I mean the works, not just sausage, bacon and eggs, full English, you know what I mean, the total works. I don't think you can beat a full English breakfast. Second to a full English breakfast. Outside in the awning, obviously barbecue. Anything on the barbecue is absolutely lush. And but inside, full English breakfast, and outside, full English breakfast. And second to that, a roast dinner, roast lamb. Oh, I haven't had a roast lamb for donkey's yonks. Used to cook regular roast dinners on a Sunday when Christine was here, God bless her. But since then now, you don't cook roast dinners on your own. But I'll certainly be making a lot more effort when I'm out in the van cooking, and also prepping and gathering my own food as well, because I'm a gatherer as well in my wild camp days, bushcrafting days. So I'll be gathering a lot of food. Right, so that's my favourite food in your awning. Number 4, how do you spend your evenings? I don't know, how do we all spend the evenings when you're in the van, especially on those long winter nights? I used to remember those when I was fishing in my bivvy. Oh, those long nights, when those 12-hour nights, they used to drag on forever. They do your bleeding bouncing. Obviously in the van, you've got you're more versatile to do things, aren't you? You've got your TV, you've got your radio, you've got your iPlayers, you've got your board games, your card games, loads of stuff like that. But don't forget, I'm on my own, so it's hard to play. It's hard to play Scrabble on your own. I don't know. I've got I've got lots of stuff that I've got so many hobbies, guys. You'll see all my hobbies. I'm into absolutely everything from gold panning to listening devices, all sorts of stuff. You'll see it all. Metal detecting, also. You'll see it all when I'm out on the wild, guys, when we're doing full time. But I don't know, that's why I've got these CBs. You saw my last video on the last CBs, which I've installed. I've installed 2 CBs, one sideband one and one FM one. And I've also got a tracking radio as well, a listening device. Listen to aircrafts and police and all stuff. It's all stuff like that, just to keep my grey matter, ticking over, keeping those bleeding demons away from me, because that's why I'm doing this at the end of the day, to keep those bloody demons away from me, and something to look forward to. What the hell is that? God, he's exhausted blowing. The neighbour just coming home there. Right, so yeah, how do you spend your time in van? So yeah, loads of stuff. Also got my guitar as well. I'm going to spend an hour every single night for at least a year, 2 years on my guitar. So that's another hour gone in the evening. So there's lots of things I can do. I'm into cottage industries as well. Crafts, arts and crafts. Egg carving, the ostrich egg or the emu egg, carving those. I've got all the equipment to do that. I've got the power supply on the van to do that as well. Wood carving, laser etching. You'll see it all, guys. Keep an eye on the channel, you'll see it all. So my evenings are going to be full. Believe you, my evenings are going to be full. And also meeting up with you guys, some of you guys out there as well. We'll be having barbecues and nice little sessions of an evening. That'll be lovely. Plus if I'm on a site as well, a CL site as well though, where they've got a club, that'd be nice. But I will spend a lot of time out the van. I won't spend much time in the van at all, to be honest. Right, where are we going? That was number 4. Number 5, worst caravan experience. Oh, there's been a few. Worst. Is that the word? Yeah, the worst one. I don't know. It's got to be the engine blowing up, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, those who you know me, I've done all the we've been refitting Christine now for eight months. Is it 8 months since I started the Vanlife channel with Chris? We went out and sourced it, found one. We've looked at a couple. We found this one. We got it. We painted it. We've done all the electrics. I'm still working on it now. We've done all the electrics. And come August, I think it's about 3 or 4 months after I bought it, I had to go to Birmingham because I was going away with the children, and we had the flight like the next day, and it was the hottest day of the year. It was boiling bloody hot. I remember it like yesterday. I could feel that sun. I could feel the tears in my eyes as well. Going down that motorway about 8 to 10 miles away from Birmingham, just east of Birmingham on the M6. Driving down about 50 miles an hour. I don't push the van. I would never push a van like this, not this age. There was no signs of anything wrong. There was no overheat or anything. But all of a sudden there was one almighty bang. Go and check the video on that one. That was the worst experience. I think it was one of the worst experiences I've ever been, because I'm a bit delicate anyway with my mental health issues and, you know, losing Christine and all the effort that I put into this van. And the first long journey I went on, the engine blew. In the middle of bleeding nowhere, on a motorway with no hard shoulder. I was doing about 3 miles, 4 miles an hour. The engine was getting slower and banging and slower and slower. I thought any minute now I'm going to get crushed by an Arctic truck up my bloody arse. And I come to an emergency lay-by. I rolled into it and I sat in that lay-by and I nearly cried my bloody eyes out. I think, you know, I had 1 or 2 thoughts of just stepping out in front of an Arctic. I really got to that situation. It really did, guys. And sweat, it was so hot, the sweat, I couldn't find the number for the recovery service. I was there for about 4 hours in the end. We got it all. Go and look at the video. That was a fucking nightmare, guys. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. We've got another engine now. I had to work another 3 months to pay for that. That's why my retirement was cancelled. So that's my worst experience. I don't think I'll ever have one worse than that. So hopefully now, any bad experience I have in the future, I can just look back and think, oh, it's nowhere near as bad as what I had before. So there is a positive slant on everything you can take, guys. There really is. You've got to, you really have got to. So that's my worst experience. Right, 6, most useless thing most useless thing you always take in a van when you go away. There's another neighbour now going out the back with his dogs. Most useless thing that I take away. Well, I'll just say what's the most useless thing that's in this van, shall I? And to me, I don't know, the cassette toilet, you know, the cassette unit. It's always in the van, but I ain't going to bloody well use that. I ain't going to arse about cleaning one of those out and emptying them every bloody time. Every few days or whatever, so that's not for me. Okay, the cassettes, the cassettes, a lot of caravans use them, and they all love them. But I ain't going down that road. So I actually may take that cassette out completely and just put it in storage, because I'm not going to use it. I will go into a different video how I will be going to the toilet and such. I'll still be using the basin as such, but I'll be doing it a different way, because I just don't want to mess about with putting liquids in and cleaners and cleaning it out and traipsing off, finding an Elson point to empty it and all that business, because I'll be doing a lot of wild camping, so, you know, I'll go to toilets and empty it. People say I just don't fancy doing none of that, so I'm going to do it totally different. So that's probably the most useless thing in my van. Now I know a lot of you love those cassettes, so I'm not knocking them at all. It's just something that I'm not going to do, but I will do a future video about toilets if you're interested in that, how I'm going to do that. Right, where are we? Funniest caravan camping or moment. Something that will always stick in my memory till the day I draw my last breath is seeing my Christine's little feet about only about half a foot off the ground, going across a field like that, floating, like she was an angel, going across this field. Oh, it makes me laugh now just thinking about it, the poor girl. We was out, I'll explain the story. I mean, we used to go this caravan site, now and again we'd have the tent as well, and we'd go in the tent for a night, especially if it was a nice warm night. We'd put the tent up, and this one particular place, I think we just went down with a tent. We didn't book a caravan up this one time. On the same site, we went with a tent. We had a lovely tent, massive big tent, big 6-berth tent it was, and oh bless her, and we got to the site and it started raining, and the rain backed off. We sat in the car and waited for the rain to stop, but the wind was bloody howling. Those guys who live on the East Coast know what the winds are all about on the East Coast. When they come in, they whoop up a bloody storm, and the wings are, you try and put a tent up in the wind, you try and put a bloody tent up in the wind when it's an hour from darkness. You've got to get it up, otherwise you're up the creek without a paddle. You're both sleeping in the bloody car. Anyway, I got most of the tent packed down, got the poles up and everything. I was just about to put the ground sheet, you know, the cover sheet over the top. It was quite a big tent. Christine was there with the tent like, and I went back to the car. It was only a few yards away to get the ground sheet out of the car because the rain started coming again. The wind was bloody howling. I got the ground sheet. I heard a scream. I turned around and I just saw the tent going across the field, and Christine's little legs like that were going about a foot off the ground like that. She's going across her, holding onto this bloody tent. And bless her, she would not let that bloody tent go, and if she did, that tent would have gone. It would have been down up Suffolk somewhere instead of Norfolk, I tell you, if she'd have let it go. But she hung onto it like grim death, like a good old girl she was. Anyway, I ran after her, got all of her. She wouldn't have took off, I don't think. It was just her feet were just like only a few inches, like 6 or 7 inches. Now again, she's dragging it across it. Until if you were there and seen it, there was people in the tent next door, and they was howling when they saw it as well. They was absolutely howling. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I had tears in my eyes because I thought I was going to lose it, and I was just going to start laughing. Couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious, absolutely. Right, the last one now. Fascinating facts about me. Oh, I don't know about that, Charlie. I've done quite a few things, interesting things in my life. Or you know, when you're bloody knocking on for 65, if you haven't done anything interesting, then there's something wrong, I think. But I don't know. I really don't know. I've been on the radio quite a few times. I've been on live radios as well for the BBC quite a few times for various hobbies that I've done in the past. Metal detecting and magnet fishing. I've done 2 live shows for that with live presenters and all the crew coming down, all the radio crew with the radio cars. I've done that 3 times. I've been in the paper many times because I used to be in photography in quite a big way. Not professional way, but quite a few local papers took up some of my stories and printed my images and everything. Because I did stories on an otter family once, which went for weeks in one particular paper. I did a story on swans as well. 2 swans, we used to call them, me and Christine, we used to go down and feed them every day, and they used to literally, Odette, we used to call them Odette and Siegfried from Swan Lake, just by the river down the road here. Odette and Siegfried, and Odette the mute, he used to like more or less sit in my lap. I got to that stage where he'd sit, a lot of people say swans are dangerous, but if you're careful you're alright. It's and we got to the stage where they'd sit on my lap and I'd feed them, and I did a story on these with all the photographs and everything, building the nest, and the nest got flooded out one spring as well, and then they rebuilt it, and I showed the eggs hatching and the new cygnets coming. I did a story as well as that, and some of the papers took that up as well as the otter story. So I don't know what else. I think I got loads. I think, but I've gone for bloody ever. Can't think of anything else off my head. I know quite a few people. Now, I'm not going to go through names or nothing, because that's just being boasting a bit, but yeah, I'm sure we've all got an interesting story just to say. Thanks Dave and Coral from Caravantastic. As I say, go and check them out. Go and check all these guys out as well. Lovely job, Lee. Where are we? Bloody hell, 23 minutes. I've gone on a bit as bloody usual. Right, I'll leave it there. I'm going to nominate. Who am I going to nominate? I'm going to nominate 4 people. Shaun, on the road. The live links are doing down below to Shaun's channel. So on the road, Shaun, if you're listening, mate, I know you listen to my channel, mate. So and he's building his little micro van. It'll be off soon as well. So Shaun from On the Road. One of my where are we? What am I looking at now? Yes, one of my Brummy brothers and sister, Helen, Carl, how you doing? Lovely couple. I love Helen and Carl to bits. They're both Brummies as well. They're from roaming in Raymond Adventures. They're off on Sunday, full time. Good luck. So roaming in Raymond Adventures, you're nominated as well as Shaun on the Road. Where are we going next? Tony and Claire, how you doing? Me brother from another mother. I absolutely adore this bloke's, their channel. They're amazing. They're really amazing. Go and check them out. Adventures, Vanlife Freddy Adventures in Freddy. Is it Adventures in Freddy? I've got that wrong right now. Let's have a look. Did I write it down? I don't know whether I wrote it down. Is it Adventures in Freddy? Adventure Van Freddy, sorry. Tony, how you doing, Mocha? And the lovely Claire. He's lovely Claire as well. They've made some epic videos, guys. Go and check those guys out. And there was one more as well, wasn't that? Where are we? The TLC, the Little Red Camper. And that is, I forget, I always think of them as a Little Red Camper, but that's not the name of the channel. It is Life is Too Short, Ken as well. The lovely Ken, lovely. They've got a tiny little red camper and they go everywhere as well. They make some absolutely awesome videos. So Ken and Carol, go and check them out, guys. So there you go. That's 4 channels. All the links are down below to those channels. If you don't want to do it, guys, it's up to you. The 4 that are nominated. If you don't want to do it, then that's fine. But if you want to do it, the offer's there for you to have a go. All the live links are down below. I better cut short now because I'm bloody rambling on again. Till next time, guys, you be good and good luck next week if we're all going. Have a great time, guys. Till then.